If you're thinking about getting a travel pillow because long flights leave your neck absolutely wrecked, or because you're fed up with waking up on the coach with your head dangling like you've got no spine, you're in the right place. We've all been there. You fall asleep on the plane, wake up with neck pain that lasts 3 days, and to top it off, your seatmate has filmed you drooling. Not a great look. Today, I'm bringing you 7 of the best travel pillows available in Europe, ranging from basic starter options to genuine engineering marvels, so you can finally get some proper sleep when you travel. I've left all the links in the video description so you can check them out at your leisure. Let's get into it. We're starting with the SomLaw, which is basically the complete kit for anyone who doesn't want to overcomplicate things. It comes with a memory foam pillow, a 3-dimensional eye mask that doesn't squash your eyelashes, earplugs, and a little pouch to store everything. The foam has a rather pleasant, slow rebound, and the velvet cover can be removed and washed, which is always appreciated. That said, if you've got a long neck or need very firm support, it might feel a bit soft for you. It also tends to get a bit warm in summer, but honestly, for what it costs, it's a brilliant kit. It's perfect if you take 1 or 2 trips a year and don't want to spend much, or if you need a spare for when someone in the family forgets theirs. Trust me, having this kit in your backpack has saved more than 1 trip. Now, we're stepping up with the FlowZoom Dream, and here we're entering premium territory. This pillow has something that sets it apart from almost every other option out there. The back section is narrow and flat. It might seem like a minor detail, but it's an absolute game changer. Most pillows are thick at the back, and that pushes your head forward when you lean against the plane seat, creating neck tension that ends up being worse than having nothing at all. The FlowZoom Dream eliminates that problem entirely. The sides are also high, so your neck doesn't bend too much sideways. It has breathable fabric they call AirCell. And there's even a little side pocket to store your phone or earplugs. If you're doing transatlantic flights of 8 hours or more in economy class, where the seat barely reclines, this is your pillow. Imagine flying from London to Buenos Aires, that's 13 hours and you're stuck in the middle seat. With a normal pillow, you'd be uncomfortable from the 2nd hour onwards, but with this one, you can lean back without your head pitching forward, and the high sides prevent you from ending up on your neighbor's shoulder. It's pricier than the SomLaw, of course, but the difference in comfort is remarkable. The Travar is the improved classic option for anyone who wants pure memory foam without any fuss. No strange additives, just quality foam that springs back in seconds and offers that perfect balance between firmness and softness that makes you feel like you've got a cloud wrapped around your neck. The support is 360 degrees and the U-shape is well thought out ergonomically. Compared to the FlowZoom Dream, it's bulkier and can get a bit warm, so if you're doing very long flights in summer, it might not be the best choice. I should also warn you that when you take it out of the box, it might have that chemical smell typical of new foam, so let it air out for a day before using it. The great thing about this pillow is that many people end up using it at home as well, for watching telly or reading on the sofa, because it's so comfortable you don't want it just for traveling. And the durability is excellent, unlike cheap ones that lose their shape after 2 trips and end up being completely useless. Now, here's one that completely breaks the traditional mold: the BASI. This one doesn't use memory foam at all. Instead, it has a system of overlapping arms with fiber filling that's frankly brilliant. The design is patented and makes perfect sense. The arms cross at the front, and you can adjust how much you want them to support your chin simply by overlapping them more or less. It's by far the best option if your problem is that your head falls forward when you fall asleep. Imagine you're on an overnight flight. You're exhausted, you nod off, and suddenly you wake up with your mouth open and your neck bent towards your chest. With the BASI, that doesn't happen because the front support is real, unlike normal U-shaped pillows where the front section is left open. It's also cooler than foam pillows, and you can chuck the whole thing in the washing machine without having to remove any covers. I also love that it works brilliantly if you use large over-ear headphones, because it doesn't push up from your shoulders like thick foam pillows do. The only downside is that it doesn't compress as much as memory foam, so it takes up more space in your luggage. And here's a trick the brands don't tell you. If you've got a normal U-shaped pillow, try turning it round and putting the open part at the back and the closed part under your chin. Sometimes it works better than using it the supposedly correct way. But anyway, if your priority is not to nod off forward, the BASI is your pillow without a doubt. The Sarissoon goes a step further in terms of support. It has a strap system and a deeply contoured design that basically immobilizes your neck completely. The sides are higher than average and act almost like a soft medical collar. If you're someone who conks out for hours and wakes up with sharp pain because you've slept in an impossible position, this pillow will change your life. It also comes with a rear strap to attach it to the headrest, which is brilliant because it stops it from slipping while you sleep. Compared to the BASI, the Sarissoon offers more lateral support but can feel a bit restrictive if you're someone who feels claustrophobic with things around your neck. The adjustment system also takes a bit of getting used to, but once you've mastered it, it's very effective. The Fosinat is for the introverts of the aircraft, and I say that with all affection because I include myself in that group. This pillow comes with a large cotton hood built in that creates your own instant bubble of privacy. It blocks out the light, protects you from the blast of air conditioning that always seems to point directly at your head, and sends a crystal clear signal to other passengers and the crew. Do not disturb. The memory foam is good quality and the hood is ample enough to cover your eyes, so you don't even need a separate eye mask. It's ideal for overnight coach journeys or those flights where your seatmate has their reading light on for the entire 8 hours. The only drawback is that if the plane isn't cold, the hood can get a bit warm. But honestly, I'd rather have the option of putting it on when I need it. And we're closing with the FlowZoom inflatable, which is the queen of minimalist luggage. If you're traveling with budget airlines where every centimeter of your backpack counts, this pillow is a marvel because deflated it literally fits in a pocket. It has an H shape instead of the typical U, which allows for many more creative positions to arrange it. You can put your arms through the gaps, rest it against the window more stably, or adjust the firmness simply by inflating it more or less. A trick I've learned is not to inflate it to 100%. At 80 or 90%, it's much more comfortable. It also comes with a built-in hood, which is a rarity in inflatables. Obviously, it's never going to be as comfortable as real foam, and there's always the minimal risk of a puncture. But for backpackers who can't sacrifice half their carry-on for a pillow, it's the perfect solution. So, to recap so you know which one suits you best, if you're after the best value for money and a complete kit to start with, the SomLaw is your choice. If you want the absolute best in ergonomics and you're doing long-haul flights, the FlowZoom Dream with its flat back is unbeatable. If your main problem is your head falling forward, the BASI with its overlapping arms is the only one that truly solves that. For those who need total support and sleep deeply, the Sarissoon is like wearing a luxury collar. If you value your privacy and want to shut out the world, the Fosinat with its hood creates your personal refuge. And if you travel ultralight and every gram counts, the FlowZoom inflatable is your ideal companion. Remember, all the links are in the description. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.